in. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second right.
The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. Touchdown, Oregon! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that play out.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defender. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Got the first down and still on his feet.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Looking to pass. It's Boyd. Buys a little time. Breaks into the open. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And this guy's just starting to have a knack, just an ability to find the football, to make big plays. Some guys are just built like that. He gets the fumble here. Last week he had 2. Man, just finds the football in big moments.
Unloads to the wideout. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on it. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give them a cushion and give them some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Fighting Illini, facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Boyd. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. The give to the lone running back. Got enough for the 1st. On the move at the 30. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Speeding down the left side. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Illinois.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore will throw. On the run, still looking. Pulls it in. It's Lyons. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown,
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. These corners backing off a bit. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. Makes the catch on the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. On the ground, it's Frazier. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Finding an escape route. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Boyd. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, finding Illini. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Lyons. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's got it. 1st down and more. Lowers those pads. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And off from the shotgun. Running to Green. Turning it on. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
With that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Lyons. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tap.
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Napier. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. Moore to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Give to the back. Brings into the open. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. They'll go back to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Boyd. Working the middle, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illini!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's 4. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Sutter. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. The one play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone. A gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal with where they were.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nestles it in at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Moore to the air. Rush is on him. The short hands. It's Lyons. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Here's the pressure. Throwing on the run. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. to the ground with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Western Michigan was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Broncos performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Dixon. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Handoff to the single running back. Makes it past the marker. Spins away from one. He's running free down the middle. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Illinois.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Boyd. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Illinois lining up quickly.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look. Way in, and they'll turn it over on down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Offense in a bunch formation. With the catch, it's Lions. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. All by himself. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The handoff keep working on that clock. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he gets stopped before he gets started. A loss on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Boyd. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will quickly use a timeout. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Working that left side now. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, fighting a line.